Hey, sis, I inboxed you earlier. You still ain't got, you got messages still? I definitely miss you, girl. I was inboxing you earlier, asking you why I haven't seen you on my timeline. Peace, peace. How you doing? I gotta get me something to drink. So y'all might as well get your little drinky drink, whatever you gonna, need for this live, because it's gonna be one of them. Peace, peace to everybody. But yes, this how you and the baby been doing, nephew been doing. Let some more people come through. In the meantime, I'm gonna get myself together too. I tried to take a little nap, y'all. I worked. I was up all day. I should just stayed up. But I felt like if I would have stayed up, I'd be thinking about accuracy, when it comes to certain things, especially a worldwide reading. So your girl had to get some energy. I had to get some sleep. And I did not want to get up. But I'm here. Because this is something that I promised myself to do. And I dived into a lot of information, pulled out a lot of things for the year of 2026. And when I tell you it is pure chaos. But I love chaos. It can be frustrating at times, but I love me some chaos, okay? So I'm still get my stuff together. And I had to write this down, okay? Because it was a lot. It was definitely a lot. But peace to everybody coming on. Share, like, subscribe to the channel. Help me get to 500. I'm still trying to get up there. But if you like what you hear, you like what you see, just like, share, subscribe. Please, though, for real, like the video, share it. You never know who might needs to hear it. And yet, those who know me know I would have been on Facebook doing this, but they delete this live, this particular type of live every year. And that's because we be deep diving into some, behind the enemy lines information. And we be pulling out a lot of stuff. I definitely do. So I figured I'd just come over here and do it this time. Over here, especially with my old page being banned and stuff like this, so I'm still trying to be a little cautious. Peace, peace, sis. How you doing? Y'all, is anybody up rapping gifts? Peace, peace, sis. I still gotta rap gifts, y'all. Unfortunately, I'm still waiting on my kids to go to bed. But I was asleep. I don't need you to tell my business. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely I just got up myself. But yeah, y'all. Peace, pieces. I was reading the name. How is everybody doing on this Christmas Eve? I'm still, you know, putting things in order right now here. But once I get this together, y'all, in the meantime, get your drink, whatever you need. Because like I said, it's going to be alive. We going to really spill a lot of tea. We going to get to the wire of the year of the 10, which is actually the year of the 1. Okay? Okay? Peace, peace, sis. Definitely the year of the 1. And if you already, understand numerology, you should know what's coming with that 1. Okay? All right? Are you going to be back at 1? Are you going to be the 1? Okay? Or are you gonna be the one that's gonna be left behind? I mean, it's all up to you, because when I mean left behind, I'm not really on no physical things like the ones who are on something totally different in frequency is not gonna be here. Not like we gonna be picked up by the sky, some shit. I'm saying left behind mentally, okay? Because like I said, with this new world, I've talked about it several lives before in one of my year of the 7 video, um, which I can't find on here, which I know I uploaded onto YouTube at the time, but it's not on here. It's crazy. But definitely brought up year of 2027. Okay? So, and it's just right around the corner. Okay? So we're going to get into a lot of the things that's going to line up for year 2026, what it means for us, what's actually going to take place. Right? Okay, sis, definitely be the 1 this year coming, because, baby, it's all about self. And I think a lot of y'all have probably already started to transition or transform or shift, whatever word you want, prefer to use, have shift into just it totally being about self. Eliminating a lot of things this year. Like, I know for me, I've actually kind of fell back from a lot of stuff. Especially with my family. I still love them. I still hang out with them I hung out with them. But my boundaries are a lot stricter, to the point where I'm not dealing with the family business no more. I don't want to deal with the family business. I actually want to indulge completely 100% into myself. So a lot of y'all probably already stepping into that type of frequency, that space in your journey, where a lot of things just don't make sense to you anymore. It's a waste of energy. It's a trigger to your emotions, right? So you don't want to be put in those spaces. All right, so that's where I'm at. Okay. So if you've already started shifting into that energy with it's being the 1, um, it's strictly about you. So this next year coming up, you gonna have to put all that shit to use. Most of my family sitting in the other room playing PlayStation. That's enough. Hey, long as it's not a disturbance to you, anything that has become a disturbance to you, like I said, including family, you probably already like me, like, fuck them. Y'all see my shirt? Oh! Hold on, y'all. Fuck them kids. And I mean, like, literally, like, on some other shit. On the back of my shirt it say, and they daddy too. But, it's just because, it's not that serious with me this year. Peace, peace, peace. But yeah, it's all about that. Okay, it's all about, getting back to one, getting to the foundation of you. And like I said, I'm gonna get more into it. Yeah, I'm just trying to roll my shit up. Okay, be taking shit too serious. We trying to have fun in this bitch, okay? Especially when you a seer and you see things so differently from a different perspective or level, where it's like, damn, you actually have on your, what they calling your 2020s, as they would say in the Wiz, right? So you actually wear your shades. You actually see beyond the flesh. You see beyond this whole maze. So you understand the divine flow and signs and messages and shit like that, right? So you on a whole totally different level, mentally and spiritually and moving physically. So, you know, you already on that. You already on that frequency of, not like so much of it's all about me, because it really is, but it's just all about becoming back to oneself. That's just some of it for the year of 2027. I mean 2026. I'm gonna jump in it. I don't skip 2026, Lord. But y'all gonna have to come with me to get my Luna, okay? Because one thing for sure, we gonna have to have a drink with this shit, okay? The things that I was gaining, when I went into deep meditation, and to get a lot of the information, was definitely, it was definitely a lot, y'all. I ain't even gonna lie. It was a lot. I think I'm gonna shot it up tonight. I normally get me a cup, but I'm gonna shot it up tonight. But we about to get started. And I promise y'all, I will not try to keep y'all too long. I mean, of course, if you like me, you probably, if you rapping presents, hey, something in your ear to hear. So, and we all up. Y'all will never catch me live this late any damn way. But we all up at this point. But anywho, I had to rush to get myself together because I was running late. Okay. Where is my lighter? Okay. Put that right there. Oh yeah. I forgot one thing. I have to grab my laptop because, of course, this year of 2026 is all about the red horse as well. Okay, it's all about this red horse, and we're gonna break this down too. I want to break that down first before I actually get into the downloads, and I actually get into actually channeling the energy for 2026. Peace, peace, bro. You finally, I'm gonna say you finally made it. Okay, you finally made it. Ah, that shit that had you going through. All right, so let me go grab my laptop right quick because that is one thing that I do need. And I thank y'all for y'all patience. Thank y'all, please, for y'all patience, like for real. Because, like I said, your girl has been up all day, but I had to take a little mini nap. So let me grab my laptop and we gonna get started. Should have been had it in here. What was I thinking? Still got my sleepy boys in the house. Ooh, I'm gonna be up for a while, so I might as well. Come on, mama. Okay, bye. Jen, what? What is it? Girl, no, you're not getting my drink. Move. That's my soda.
My soda.
Alright. Go that way and sit down.
I want soda.
No, go that way. Tell your brother fish you something to drink.
Okay.
I don't know what it is about siblings and shit. They be, Jace, fix us something to drink. I lost my wallet. They brought me my wallet. I couldn't wait to leave Atlanta. You had to go down that way. That's crazy. That you had to go all the way down that way. Good you found your wallet though, cause baby, this is the worst time to even lose some shit. 80 degrees, that's what the hell I need to be. It's cold as hell over here. But anywho, let's go ahead and get started. Like I said, I want to break down the red horse first. Because of course it has a major part to do with the year to 2026. And just hearing the red horse, you already know there's some foundation information that's going to come through. This also is not only dealing with the root of self. Like I said, this is all about getting back to oneself next year. It's all about you. For real. Like I say this every year, but for real, okay? Next year, you can't afford to lose. Okay? To any bullshit, to no distractions. All right? Because everything will be a mental challenge. Okay? As it has already been prepping you in these frequencies mentally, okay? Even with a lot of the tactics they've already been using, okay? Which I will speak about in my my notes for my downloads, right? I know I'm from here. Right, okay. So, a lot of the things they've already been putting in play, already have been testing, to see the reactions of the frequency, which is dealing with the massive, okay, consciousness dealing with all of us, right? So they've already been starting a lot of this testing it out, test trials, right? So we are definitely going to dive deep into that. But like I said, that red horse is already going to be symbolic to some foundation information. It's the root of oneself. And like I said, a lot of us is already tapping into that energy with the root of ourselves, even with dealing with, family members, dealing with old friendships, dealing with long-term jobs, careers, old habits, things in that nature that you have carried, okay, with you for a while. And you're realizing that it's really no reason to carry the weight anymore. That is, hindering you or holding you back from your greatest potential, right? Of being the greater version of yourself, or, being completely free, and boundaries really put in place, okay? Because we talk about boundaries a lot, but a lot of the times, I'm one of them. A lot of the times we pull them boundaries down. We use those boundaries, not all the time, but just based off of things that we are related to or unrelated to. So we pick and choose when to use our boundaries. And this year coming, there's no picking and choosing. You're gonna have to know what your boundaries is gonna be put up for, and they're gonna have to stand tall. Okay, it's gonna be a part of your govern. Okay, mental. So this day going forward in 2026, there's no messing around. Okay? There's no messing around. And I know my voice kind of still sound like I'm sleepy, y'all, but I got y'all. All right? Now, like I said, for those coming in, I told y'all about the year of 2027. 4 years ago. 3 years ago. Okay? A lot of people probably didn't understand what I was saying. A lot of people probably was like, oh, she bullshitting. Right now, you can go look up things to expect in 2027. Okay? Now, you're not going to get what I'm going to get, of course, because I had to deep dive within. But there is a layout of questions, predictions of what 2027 is going to be. Okay? We've already discussed this, especially dealing with the intel of intelligence of one's consciousness, right? And when I mean one's consciousness, collectively one's consciousness, okay? So it's already, we've already starting to motion in this energy, okay? We're dealing with intelligence, dealing with a lot of things, like I said, for the year 2025, okay, about technology, robots, okay, IA, okay. So a lot of those things have already fluctuated, and a lot of those things have already been tested. Now, you might be aware of it, you might not, okay. All right, let me get to this. The year of the red horse, okay? And then we're going to get into these XFiles dealing with the year of the 10. Because the XFiles is the year of the 10, okay? The X representing 10. So there's a lot of things that's going to come out this year as well. X Factor shit, okay? We have to enforce our boundaries. Yeah, we're going to have to enforce them, like, strongly, okay? You going to have to, okay? When I mean 2026 is no joke. This is a year I'm not looking forward to. I'm just going to be honest. But it is a stepping stone to where we're heading in 2027 that will actually be a different time loop, okay? Progressing in our atmosphere, our journey, okay? This existence. So I'm looking forward to, I guess, seeing everything transpire, but this is nothing I really want to really bank on because it's going to be a lot. And I know I say this frequently every year of the such and such, but y'all, it do be a lot. It be a lot. Oh, I would say, girl, what the hell? I'm thinking it's 12 o'clock, but it ain't. I know I ain't fucking lost. Okay, all right. Shift is definitely happening. I shot my nervous system and got sick. Ooh, okay. And it's never and for you to be even to shock your nervous system, it's even to me, I want to say enlightening, but it's an awareness taking place, spinning off it also around you, even deeper within yourself. You recognizing, the blueprint, recognizing what's taking place, recognizing why you got sick. You're just your awareness. Our awareness is off the market. Okay, we can't be fucked with. At least it was for only 3 days. Okay, 3, and that's gonna come up in my papers too. It's been years since I've been sick. I remember you saying it too, sis. I remember you saying that it's been years from you being sick. Once I break this down, I'm gonna try to remind myself because every year I got to say something about this shit. People have a information on these holidays. I was talking about that at the end though. Okay. Now it's the red horse, fire horse, however you want to, whatever you want to call it, because it's definitely representing that fire. Okay. The pits of hell. Destruction, chaos. All right. But with all of this comes a reconstruct. Okay. With all of this comes change. Right. Why? Okay. Now this red horse, fire horse, okay, it's also used a lot in China's calendar. China's calendar. It was another word I was looking for. But it is very symbolic to actually, like I said, what is shifting into play overall. Now this firehouse, it symbolizes passion. That passion is going to be your drive for next year. The passion dealing with you. Okay? Nothing else in this motherfucker. You. Okay? The alignment of oneself. And sometimes that alignment deals with our children too, or our spouses, or, but it's strictly the alignment of you. Okay? This passion is going to be your drive. It's also a transformation taking place, like I said. And this is some untamed energy, which is where this chaos come from, okay? No structure, okay? When I mean no structure, that means there's no display, okay? There's no cheat codes or directions taking place. It's untamed energy. It's chaotic. It's going to be all over the place. But it's a reason for that. And not only is this going to take place on a physical plane in its existence, of course, in our experiences, but this is deep-rootedly taking place within you. Like I said, a lot of you have already tapped into this energy. That's why you're cleaning house, okay? A lot of people might be thinking you're bitter, you're mad, you're angry, okay? Something crazy going on with you, but in reality, you are going through a transformation that is setting you right back at one, okay? Year to 10 is all about getting back to one, okay? All right, we like to look at one as a new beginning, and it can be looked at that as well. A beginning, a new direction, okay? Okay, a new level, definitely a new level, all right? So it's definitely dealing with a major part of not only self-discipline next year, okay? Self-destruction has to take place. Now, you might be going through these emotions with cutting people off already, heavily. Family, to be honest, those ones you really didn't want to cut off, okay? They just happen to be the last ones you have to, okay? And when I mean cut off, I mean cut off to a point where they no longer control or shift the narrative dealing with one's self, especially you. Okay? All right, so this self-discipline is going to be big in 2027. I mean, Why y'all keep bringing me up in 2027? We ain't even got the year 2026 yet. My bad, y'all. 2027 ready to come, okay? But in 2026, okay, it's real big. Self-discipline is going to be really big, okay? And you've already been building yourself up to this, all right? If you've tapped in from year 2018 up until now, and you have made a drastic change within yourself, you have went through emotions and went through an internal shift, transformation, okay? And you've been sticking to your guns, okay? And you have already you have already self-disciplined your emotions, okay? That means controlling them, at least starting to, okay? Recognizing that energy motion, okay? That makes you emotional or triggered. If you've already recognized this type of awareness, okay? Yeah, we just early, sis. We always early, right? If you've already tapped into all of that energy, then you've already started to transform, okay? And you're going to be walking in the one next year. Now, with this one, it's not pretty, okay? Yes, it will be self-healing, okay? There will be self-peace in motion. Of course, the self-discipline. But this self-destruction of self, okay? It's not pretty, okay? There will be layers on top of layers on top of layers that you will be peeling, okay? Of course, we're getting back to one. One dealing with self, dealing with the source, okay? Dealing with the foundation, the root itself. You keep jumping to the year of, what, 2027? That's the year of the two. It keep want to come in. And it's crazy, right? Keep want to come in because this year you think this year has been moving fast? Baby, next year gonna be on fast forward, okay? Summer gonna be here time. And so will winter. This Christmas will be here in a blink of an eye, okay? And 2026. Yes. Peace, 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 fam. How you doing, sis? Okay? So not only like I said, this self-destruction, it's not pretty. Alright? It's not pretty. Of course, it's the beauty of the beast. Okay? Type of energy. Okay? Because you're going to have to go through to be able to see the beauty of a lot of things. And a lot of y'all probably already tapped into this, like me. I see the beauty in everything. Okay? Everything. No matter how hard it is. Okay? I might be a little bit disturbed at it just off real. But then I'm like, oh, this the beauty of this shit. Okay? Because you start to understand the divine motion, the frequency, okay, and what it's trying to show you. Okay? Yeah, the year of the 11, it want to come in. Hey, we talking about the one though, and all the ones is following. Yes, a beautiful struggle. It is. Okay? A beautiful struggle. Okay? I don't know if a lot of people, and I know y'all do, so I'm speaking to those who don't know. And I'm going to always, at least regurgitate some information because you never know who's listening. Okay? All right? Right. At first, you be annoyed as fuck. Like, what the fuck is this coming from? Why today? But then you get the understanding of You have an aha moment, right? Okay, I see where we going. I see where we going, divine energy. Right, gonna gain momentum and quantum leaps, okay? It's crazy because I was diving into quantum information a couple days ago, okay? But like I said, I'm going to regurgitate some information, of course, because you never know who's listening, right? And we don't never know when it's somebody's turning point to shift into a different frequency, okay, than their norm. So, you know. So with this energy dealing with, you getting back to one, you're going to have to understand this God frequency, okay? Yes, sis, dissolving duality. It's going to be really, I wish I could, like I said, I wish I could reshare that year of the 7 video, because I definitely broke down the year of 2027 and what is going to take place. And I also told y'all to remember I said it, right? But unfortunately, YouTube removed that video, so I can't even go back to it. Of course, y'all know my last page got banned. And anytime I do these year of the such and such on Facebook, they delete them. So I have to quickly, download them and, load them to YouTube. But YouTube actually removed that video. I wonder why. And that's because I was talking about the 2027 in that video. Okay? But you're going to have to understand this God, okay, is a frequency. And when I mean really understand it, overstand that shit. Okay? And you're going to have to understand that the frequency isn't an emotion. Because this all is going to deal with one's self. It's all going to deal with how you motion in 2026. Okay? Motion with your mentality. I ain't worried about the body because the body follows. Okay? All right? You have to understand that this frequency is an emotion. All right? And like I said, energy in motion. So you're going to have to understand what God is. Okay? At least have some sense of information of what God is dealing with the frequency. And if you gotten that far to understand that God is a form of frequency, then you should understand it's all about high motion in this motherfucker. Okay? And to be able to motion in your energy, that starts with your mentality. Okay? So it's going to be very big in your mentality next year as well. Right? You're going to have to study that mirror. Big time. Get into motion right now. You ain't got that. I mean, we actually know that the new year, okay, for a lot of people, it still starts in spring. For me, the new year is in the fall, okay, because that's when everything takes its place, okay. All right. That's when conception and all of that takes place. But whenever the new year starts for you, all right, it's time to will in this energy of openness, open-minded, understanding different perspectives, unlearning, okay, a lot of the bullshit that you don't need, okay, to relearn to your own understanding, to be able to lean on your own understanding, okay? So the year of the 10 can be hell for a lot of people. It's going to be hell for a lot of people. It's going to be hell for a lot of people. Is it going to be you? Because we don't already went through the fire over here. We don't walk through the fire over here. I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all have already walked through that fire undisturbed, okay? So you're in your fire horse energy, okay? All right? that combines your freedom, your strength, okay, and intensity, okay? Bold actions, innovations, rapid change. So you've already tapped into this energy, all right? So a lot of us walk through the fire with ease. But for a lot of people, the year of the 10 is going to be hell for them, okay? As it is, it's not like it's not already, okay? But when you're tapped into your awareness of it all, you are willing to, willingly and want to be, you are, hold up, I wrote this down. But when in awareness of it and you are willingly want to be caught up in the loop, okay? Because you don't want to be caught up in this old loop because there's a new loop that's taking place right now, okay? All right, that's the new world we keep talking about. There's a new loop that's already in existence right now. Okay, a lot of us is already walking in and probably not even aware of it. Okay, but you're already in this new world. Okay, a lot of people still stuck in it because it deals with your mentality. Okay, but a lot of y'all are willing, but a lot of people are willingly want to be caught up in that loop. Okay, that old loop. What?
Is these brownies?
Girl, this is not for you.
I said that's your brownies.
Okay, yeah, they adults. Bye. I don't even know how you got them. All right. Okay. But a lot of people are going to be willingly and they're going to be wanting to be caught up in that loop. Okay. But a lot of us is not. Okay. We're not going to be a part of that hype. Okay. Of lies illusionary. Okay. We're not going to be willingly to be victimized by the system or by the illusions. We're not going to be disturbed. All right. We've already walked through this fire with ease. Okay. A lot of us is already ahead of the game, like Shay said. Okay. We've been ready. Okay. And for a lot of people that's willingly to be victimized, that's willing to be stuck in the old loop, all right? Because you get out of one loop, you go in the next one. Trust me and believe me. But the reason why we're going through an unorganized structure or untamed energy is because we are shifting from one loop to another, right? So a lot of people are in the crossfires of that, okay? And a lot of people willingly wants to be there. It's comfortable for them, okay? Like I said earlier, it all goes back to you, okay? The year of the 10, 2026 goes all the way back to you, this place and all of it, okay? You will face the greater versions of yourself this year. You will. Okay? Some people might be ready, some people might not. Let me take me a shot on this because baby, you are going to face the greater version of yourself if you ain't already start seeing your greater version of yourself. Okay? Or a lot of people probably already start or seeing the greater version of themselves or seeing great things within themselves, but they don't want to touch that energy. Yeah, those people not ready. Okay, and that's fine. They're going to have to get ready. But you will face the greater versions of yourself in 2026. Okay? And those versions will allow you to ignore a lot of things. Like I said, family, friends, jobs, just life itself. Okay, this whole fuck it energy is big time in oneness. Okay, when it comes to the foundation, you will be faced not only with the greater versions of yourself, but you will see the shadows of you very vividly in 2026. Okay. Okay. Every argument you have, you must see yourself in, okay? What you allowed and what you attracted. Every interaction, you're going to have to understand or overstand, as I say. You're going to have to understand these arguments, these disagreements, these disturbances, these distractions, all of this noise. You're going to have to understand, okay? And see yourself in these images or in that motion. And it's going to be a sign of what you allowed, okay? And the things that you attract, okay? So if you have not become aware of that, This is going to be big for you next year. Okay? Because a lot of people like to turn and cheat to that one. Okay? They don't want to see what they have allowed in their journey and what they attract. Okay? But they be willing to see what's attracted on a good note. What feels good. But they don't want to see the shit that they attract on some low vibrational shit. Okay? Okay? Every breakup, every traumatic path of pain, etc., you must understand the dramatics, okay? When it comes to self and recognizing it's all you. You gonna have to rebuttal all of this information we've been getting for the last 5-7 years. Okay? Healing was a test drive for you. Not only was it a test trial for you, or test drive for you, okay? It becomes your testimony. It becomes a part of your boundaries. It becomes a part of your awareness. If you, okay, see the greatness in all of that. Okay? So you're going to have to understand all of this breakups, traumatic, situations, the pain, okay? That the traumatic path of pain, etc. You have to understand these dramatics, okay? This is why I'm barely not even upset. Now, I might get disturbed like I did a couple weeks ago because it's the things that I had to let go, y'all. When it comes to things that you've been holding on for so long and you try to hold on and try to bring with you, like I'm not trying to be a part of the dead, burying the dead. But I was trying to bring the dead into a life, okay, where the dead is not accepted. Okay? This is a whole different type of frequency we're tapped into. Okay? So that was hard for me. But at the end of the day, it's fuck them. Okay? Like I don't have the energy to be stressing or to be arguing or to be put in these spaces where it's draining the fuck out of me. Okay? The moment I see a motherfucker get disturbed and want to argue, or a motherfucker is not on the time zone or the level, or they're not being open, that's the moment I go to the left. And when I mean to the left, I mean I motion myself away from that. All right? I've been practicing, okay, when it comes to my emotions. A lot of people have not got their emotions in control. And they're still led by their emotions. And if you're one of those people that's still led by your emotions, okay? Because you're not supposed to be led by the energy motion. You're supposed to lead the energy motion, okay? So if you're one of those people that's still being led by your emotions, okay? You still got some work to do. You're going to have to get a grip on that. Right, you have to X stage left, baby. We ain't got time for that shit next year. Or this year I already done tapped into it. Okay? You're gonna have to fuck looking for a peaceful, okay? Fuck looking peaceful. Because a lot of people be trying to look peaceful. It's a mask. Okay? Because you are truly fuck looking peaceful. Are you truly peaceful? Okay? That's what I wrote. You have to stop looking peaceful. Some people be trying to look like they peaceful. Yeah, I'm at peace, man. Because you're avoiding everything. That's not peace. Okay? That's a part of your self-destruction you're not even aware of. That's not peace. Okay? Are you truly peaceful? And that's not by isolation, like I just said. That's not because you're avoiding everything. You don't wanna deal with confrontation dealing with humans. You don't want to go nowhere. You don't want nobody. You just don't want to interact, right? You don't want to connect. That's not peace. I told y'all peace is motion. All right? And peace in motion can go any way. Okay? It can go any direction. It doesn't have to be a positive aspect. It can be very negative. And it can be peaceful to that negative mindset. All right? But peace is the motion. Okay? That's how we move in ease, whether it's positive or negative. Okay? It's not avoiding confrontation to existence, but rotating in peace by motion and awareness of wisdom to the I am. Yeah, we getting back to the I am. Okay? That I am. Okay? All right? Rotating in peace by motion and awareness of wisdom to the I am. That's peace. So if people are out here portraying still, oh, I'm at peace because because I ain't doing this, I ain't going there, I ain't doing that no more, I ain't connected with people no more, I don't want to talk to nobody no more. You ain't at peace. You are disturbed, my boo. You are not at peace. You are disturbed. Okay? So get a grip on understanding what peace really is this year, because it's definitely going to be big in 2026. Okay? You must repent to yourself. In 2026, if you're not already doing this now, you must repent to yourself daily, every trip you exist to evolve, okay, and grow maturely. And maturity has nothing to do with age, but openness to all perspectives. That means you need to be able to maturely, means you need to see things from all angles. It has nothing to do with age. Okay? All right? So you must repent to yourself daily. If you haven't already been doing this, I've been doing this already. Okay? Like, yeah, it's the thing that you have to. All right? Year of the 10 or to 1, okay, is down for sure to collect new thoughts, new expectations of self, okay? It's a lot of new shit finna pop out, okay? Okay, sis? For real, real, okay? I've been apologizing to myself. Got to. Don't, if you still looking for an apology from anybody in this bitch, I'm here to tell you it's what's keeping you back. It's what's holding you back. It's what's stopping you from moving forward. It's what's stopping you from growing. It's what's stopping you from seeing and having a greater version of yourself. Okay? So if you're still waiting on somebody to apologize to your ass, you will transition in that energy of still waiting. Okay? You're killing yourself softly. Okay? Yep, practicing forgiveness. Got to. You must apologize to yourself because it goes back to oneself. This is what 2026 is about. You're going to realize all this shit has to do with you. If you ain't seen it already, you going to see it next year. Okay? Because it's all about attraction. Okay? The law of attraction. It's all about what you allow. Okay? And even the things that you couldn't control, it's all about how you control it now. Okay? So it still goes back to you. You're going to see a lot of that next year. Okay? We're getting back to square one. We're dealing with self. Okay? Like I said, new thoughts, new expectations will be put upon self. Okay? It's all about being grounded next year. It's all about being grounded. I know a lot of people talk about grounded. Yeah. But I'm here to tell you that grounded is, you being grounded on not only through the fire, because of course, remember, this is the year of the 10 is also symbolic to the year of the fire horse. Okay? So not only will you be grounded through the fire, because that fire horse be riding through with flames all over it, undisturbed, okay? Grounded, still at ease, peace, okay? Still motioning, moving, okay? In grace, nothing is stopping, okay? So you must be grounded through the fire and or the revolutionary of self, okay? Because this fire definitely also deals with the revolutionary of self, okay? Fire brings about change. That's true. And it's going to be some fire shit that's going to take place, which have already started in the summer. Test, y'all. That was a test. Had nothing to do with nature, okay? It's what the illusionary, the magicians, was put into play to see the reactions of, the mass consciousness. So next year, there will be flames, okay? In unexpected areas, okay? They've already started in some areas, okay, in the summer. But those were staged, okay? So next year, you will actually see, okay, these fires popping up in places there shouldn't be, okay? It's all a part of the shift of the atmosphere, okay? Taking its course in this new loop, this new world, okay? That we are mentally shifting into, dealing with a higher intel. Okay? Oh, yes! I forgot about that, sis. Avatar, Fire, and Ash. That shit just came out too this month. I'm gonna have to watch that tonight while I'm wrapping presents. I'm gonna have to watch that one because I've been waiting to watch it. But that resonated. Avatar, okay? Fire and Ash, okay? Fire goddess said fire is the only thing that is pure. It sure is. People like to play the blame game and play victim. Excuse me. As opposed to taking accountability for being the source of the energy they're attracting. Ooh, you said a lot right there, sis. Yeah, people do. Okay, people do like to play the blame game. Okay, I already know, sis. I'm an Avatar fan, so I couldn't wait till this Fire and Ash to drop. So I'm gonna watch that tonight, and I got some time coming up. So y'all know it's time for a good movie breakdown. Not only did I want to break that down, but I did watch that last movie we was talking about too on this when I went live last time. So I definitely got the information for that as well. But definitely watch that. I'm definitely gonna watch that while I'm wrapping presents tonight. Um, what was that movie called? Was it Frequency? I want to say it was called Frequency. But I watched it on YouTube, and that actually had a lot of gems in it. Brother Isaiah was definitely the one that put it in the chat last time we was live, and that was actually a good movie. He knew I would like it too. And we gonna have to. I'm gonna dive deep on it. I'm gonna actually share it on my timeline and in the group. so y'all can watch it if you haven't watched it, because it's a good movie. But we gonna get to Fire and Ash too, okay? Because like I said, I got some time coming up within a week, within this week. Okay, so we're walking through the fire. Okay, we're walking through the fire. Okay, in 2026. If you ain't already start tipping toeing into the fire, okay, we're gonna be walking through the fire with ease, strength, and overall mentally prepared. Okay, everything that I've been telling y'all for the last few years, dealing with these year videos, is preparation to what's coming. Okay, and I'm not talking about on no physical shit. I mean, of course, physically it's gonna transpire that way, but mentally you have to be strong. Okay? You have to be wise. All right? And you have to be in control. So all of these videos that I've been doing over the last few years, dealing with the year of the such and such, is all preparation to what's coming for 2027 through 2029. And I actually mentioned that also in my year to seven video, which we can't watch anymore because, of course, they deleted it. All right? Because it's all mental. Okay? And the body emotions in the body, it's all mental, and the body motions those thoughts. Okay? So you're gonna have to be completely unaware of this. I'm pretty sure y'all have, you know better, you do better. I'm pretty sure you're already making certain decisions dealing with wise thoughts and actions. Okay? So I know a lot of y'all have already tapped into that, okay? Being wise of your decision makings, especially dealing with the mental, what you feed your mental, okay? Because a lot of times we be overly feeding our mental with bullshit that we don't need. All right? Might be one little fucking gem in there and you don't took the whole fucking plate and you don't even need the whole plate. Okay? You just need that little pea right there. So we be overriding our mind with bullshit. So when you become aware that a lot more are already motioning into that, that won't be a problem for you in the year of 2026, okay? You got to peep game on everybody and their positions around you as well as you, okay? You going to have to peep game on you. Now, I know there's a couple people that I know of that's already been dreaming of snakes. I don't know if y'all know anybody that's been dreaming of snakes, or you one of the people that's been dreaming of snakes lately. But I know we have one aspect of when it comes to dreaming of snakes, that is, it's a snake in the grass around you. Okay? It's a negative motherfucker around you. It's an envious person around you, a jealous person. Somebody that's trying to backstab you or bite your ass. But nobody has ever told you this. Why you're so focused, because I said it's year to one, why you're so focused on it being somebody else snaking your ass, it can divinely overall be you snaking your ass. It's you snaking your ass. Because it goes back to what you allow in your space. It goes back to what you attract in your space. Okay? So if you're dreaming of snakes and you thinking it's about this, that, I need you, okay, to peak game with self. Okay? You are the snake in your own grass. Okay? Because it's what you're allowing in your space. Okay? So if that snake bites your ass, Because you allowed it, right? You allowed it in your space. All right? You tried to be friendly with the snake. And the snake did exactly what the snake was going to do, bite you. But you're trying to be friendly with the snake. All right? So that's, a lot of people is starting, a couple of my people already don't have snake dreams. And I'm like, what the hell going on with this snake shit? But see, I also know this arises of that Kundalini energy. And it's going to bite. Okay? It's going to bite down on your ass. Okay? And it's scaring the shit out of a lot of people because they don't understand. And see, that's what I talk about, where you have to view from all angles, not just one. Because we are so quick to point the finger at everything else except our goddamn self. And 2027, I mean, why y'all keep bringing me back there? In 2026, okay, while you're pointing three fingers towards somebody else, or two fingers towards somebody else, the other finger will be pointed right back to you, okay? It'll be three fingers pointed back to you. I can't even get damn theology, y'all, but y'all know what I'm saying. I had dreams of snakes a few years ago, in 2022. I was also told to be careful with the screen time because it was triggering the dreams. Yeah. But you was allowing that to trigger you, your energy. Okay? And the snake in you, which is the Kundalini energy, the snake of self, the serpent of self, bit your ass. Okay? Peace, fam. How you doing? Right. It is something with this 2027. It is. It's because it's getting close. And this year gonna go by so fast, we ain't even, it's just like a looking glass. You're looking through it, and next thing you know, it's 2027. Let me get a shot with y'all. I definitely encountered many snakes that year. So many. It's a huge betrayal for me to remove myself. Definitely, yep, it goes back to self. A lot of people not gonna want to accept that next year. That's why it's gonna be hell for them. They so used to pointing the finger at everything else. But it goes back to self, okay? Drink alcohol. Cheers to y'all. Okay? I had to get cheers to y'all for 2026. All right, we gonna walk through the fire as we already been in ease, baby. All right, grounded in oil. Okay? Cool. So definitely have to peep game on yourself, y'all, when it comes to not only like those dreams, but just overall peeping the game with yourself. Fuck it, peeping the game with everybody else. Of course, you're going to have to watch them at bay, but you need to recognize game, okay? When it comes to pertaining to yourself, okay? Now, this system will become less of a handler as it already has started to spin. Appreciate that, Alex. Okay? Now, next year, it's out. Look, they already been pulling in these trials now to see how this is going to spin. Okay? So they know how to maneuver ahead, okay? Because they're going to already be 2-3 steps ahead of the massive, okay, consciousness, right? When I say they, I mean those higher elites, okay? They throw in these balls, these wrenches to see how they need to move. Yes, I'm from over here, baby. All right? Now, this system will become less of a handler. Less of a handler, okay? as it already has been. Okay, a lot of people was cutting up when they goddamn stems got cut off. A lot of people was cutting up when the system was goddamn shut down. Okay, preparations. Okay, so the system will become less of a handler next year. All of the shit that you was already experiencing, or we already experienced this year, dealing with the government and the system, is definitely going to be in full throttle next year. Okay, and it's going to become more of an advised system, more of an advised system. It's not going to be your handler anymore. Okay, it's not going to be your crutch. All right, that's why I love the way this energy is shifting divinely, because everything is working in its course, including the system, the one that everybody keeps blaming. Okay, but this system will become less of a handler. It will no longer be your crutch. Okay, and it would be more of an advised system. Okay, many okay, many help you once you used as a crutch. Okay, it would no longer be a crutch, and it would no longer hold you up. Okay, it would be very critical to mankind. It's going to be critical to a lot of people next year. Yeah. See, we already got a glimpse of it this year. So in 2026, it's going to be very damaging for a lot of people. Okay, because they solely count on the system. Okay, and not understanding they are the system. Okay, so it would be very critical to mankind. It's the beginning to the big glitch, baby. And that's the reason why we're the seals of the glitch over here. Okay, it's the beginning to the big glitch. Okay, if you've already been seeing glitches here and there, especially within the last couple years or even this year here. And when I mean glitches, I mean like within your own sight, your own view. Okay? You might have thought your eyes was playing tricks on you. You might have thought like you was having a seizure or, some shit like that. But it's a glitch. Right, sis. Time loops. And that goes back to the glitch, that big glitch happening because we're shifting into a total different loop. Okay? We're in a totally different loop. Okay? So it's the beginning to the big glitch. Okay? That I'd be like, you don't see this shit. Okay, that's what I be saying. I suppose they tried to send me to the eye doctor because I was like, something's happening with my eyes. Like they keep like glitching. Like what the hell is going on? I feel like I'm a robot sometimes in a sense. Like I'm about to glitch the fuck out. What is going on with my eyes? Am I losing my sight? But I didn't go. So I didn't know what they was gonna say. But spiritually I knew that this is something far beyond the physical that's taking place within me. Alright? So there was no reason for me to see no damn eye doctor. Okay? And that just makes so much sense, knowing that this bitch glitch is taking its course. Okay? That 3-eye atlas that they swear was gonna hit Earth and just really just went by us. Stage. Okay? It was fake, y'all. And I don't know if I said it before, but I can't remember. But it was fake, y'all. Okay? But this 3-eye atlas, okay? And if we go all the way back to this coronavirus, okay? We don't supposed to be unalive by now. Right, we're not supposed to be. At all. Alright? This 3-eye atlas, right? Now, if we go all the way back to the coronavirus, Fuck COVID. Because that's the cover up. Okay? But if we go all the way back to Corona, okay? We go even further back, okay? To that supercomputer in 2000, year 2000. 1999 converting over to 2000. If we even go back to the supercomputer, okay, in 1999, okay, this is the ignitement, the light, Y2K, okay. This is the enlightenment, the light to the match we are about to experience, okay? Internal and external of self in 2026. Okay? Now, if it doesn't make sense to you right now, go back from Y2K up until now. Okay? There has been several diversions that has taken place, that has been set in play, okay, to where we are converting to in a new construct, as they would say, a new earth, a new world, okay, a new shift, mind, okay. You will see, okay, the glitches, all right. You will see the divine motion, all right. Are you gonna save this live? I miss this. Oh yeah, we on YouTube. We on YouTube. Okay. I'm thinking about YouTube now. I can't download this to my phone unless I pay for it. But we on YouTube. So I'm gonna try to keep my words kind of, coded so they won't remove it. Okay. So if you go back to that time up until now, you will see the divine motion, the shift. You will see the intel that's been taking place. Thought I was on Facebook? Because I normally am. When it comes to these year videos, okay? But I'm here to tell you, there is a much bigger computer, okay? A much bigger compute, okay? There is a much bigger a computer is being built as we speak with the previous resources from before, okay? So all the things that we've already previously gained is in this massive computer, okay? Things that we're going to compute into the year 2027 and beyond, okay? All right? Previous resources from before to now, using all of them to create a weapon of self-destruction. There is a weapon of self-destruction that they have already been articulating, already been working on, already done, demonstrated, and actually will be played out. Okay? To reconstruct. I'm going to get more into what this weapon of self-destruction is. Okay? To reconstruct. It's already been tested from the summer to now. Okay? And it's really the golden gates to hell. I know y'all have heard of the golden arch that Trump has talked about. That's supposed to be symbolically or, vividly put over America. Okay? So stay with me. But this is the golden gates to hell. All right? 2026. Okay? The year of the fire horse, the red horse. Okay? This is all working its favor into the golden gates to hell. And those who understand what hell deals with. Okay? We ain't talking about no biblical shit. All right? Systematic shifts has begun within the evolutionary cell. 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 Okay? A systematic shift has already begun in the evolutionary cell. And I know y'all see it because people are questioning. People are, questioning. People are awakening in so many numbers nowadays. It seems like spirituality is every fucking where. Okay? Be cautious. Because some people are only using it. Okay? Some people are only using it for views, for fame, and followers. Okay? But the systematic shift has already taken place. And it's within the evolutionary cell. So when we was talking about the change in DNA a couple years ago, and maybe last year, when people thought, the change in DNA, they was going to get some superpowers and shit. You got some superpowers, all right. But it's not what you thought it was, okay? But it deals with everything with evolution of your cell, okay, or self. It is juice commercials, laughing out loud, everything, okay? For sure, sis, okay? All right? Emotions are at an all-time high. I'm pretty sure y'all already noticed this. Emotions are everywhere. When I mean emotional, people are being emotional. Okay? Emotional. Extra emotional as fuck. Because emotional deals with the physical aspect. So people are being extra emotional. All right? So these emotions are at an all-time high, which is the energy motion, because of these emotional people, us even tapping into our being overly emotional at times. All right, so this energy is at an all-time high. So you mess in all that puts energy in an overdrive. All about year to 2026, okay? It's worse in the kids I teach. Yes, we do see it in the children. A lot generated down to them. I was just telling somebody yesterday, or actually when I got off work this morning, um, the choice and decisions that I make today are so full of wisdom and awareness that I don't want it to trickle down into my children. Okay? I don't want my children to be overly emotional where they can control their emotions. I'm very strategic on what I do in front of them and what is displayed in their eyes. Yeah, the 6-7, dealing with your mind and your consciousness. Okay, I'm so overly stimulated to the point where I'm so cautious than I was before years ago. That I don't want anything to regurgitate or generate through my children. And this is the way of thinking because this is how generational curses occur. Okay? All by cause and effects of previous decisions or choices or thoughts. And I don't want my children to be that. So a lot of children that is acting out, that are overly emotional, can't control their emotions, don't know how to talk, can't communicate or whatever, whatnot. It's because this is what is being generated into their minds. All right? Right. Learn to be okay with themselves. You got to. You got to. Got to. All right. That's the most valuable information you can give your children. I know a lot of people want to believe that as long as their children are set in life by having money, being stable in a family home, all of that is good and dandy. But when it comes to wisdom, when it comes to intelligence, when it comes to awareness, all right, and being overly overstanding in your position and your propositions in your journey, that is the most that is the most is that you can give your children, and it's not worth that much, right? It doesn't cost to be in that energy, to shift your children in that. That's actually changing the change reaction of your DNA right then and there. Yes, some of it is toxic. And some of those children have to go through that toxicity just so they can change it. Okay? You never know, the change might come through those kids. So a lot of those, children definitely can't control a lot of their emotions, and that's just what's being generated to them. But eventually they will step outside of that box, all right, because that is our next generation. They will step out of that box, okay? They do question a lot. They are aware of 1 plus 1 is 2. You can't tell me this and you do that, okay? They are very aware of hypocritical information. And this is why these children act the way they act as well. But the communication of connection is where they need to find harmony or balance or be grounded into. All right. All right. But yeah, these emotions are at an all-time high. All right. So you must, in all that puts energy in an overdrive, a lot of rooted experiences, tales, events, old documents of a secret society beyond us will be shown. Yes. It's already starting to spill. Okay. The Epstein files. Um, Things dealing with Trump, things dealing with a lot of political presidents or political people in positions. A lot of the things that you have been taught, is starting to really reveal itself in a different energy or a different of different view. So a lot of these rooted experiences that we've already endured in our journey, okay, which is beyond us, will be shown. Okay. Anger is a dominant in most of them. That's right. Anger is. Sometimes anger is related to fear. That's true. But what if I tell you use anger and fear to shift into change? What if I told you that? Now, does it work accordingly to everybody? No, it doesn't. But the ones who get it, they get it. But what if I tell you you need that anger and that fear to shift change? Yeah. If you doesn't feel that anger, if you don't feel the fear, because this goes back to the emotions, it goes back to energy motions. It's what you feel. So if you don't feel this, how would you know to change? Okay? These children are going through the shit that we've endured in 2.0. like in a 2.0 overdrive, man, shit, 3.0 overdrive. Okay? But us as beings that are on a level of a higher intel of understanding, we know how to address and deal with them without it disturbing our energy. Yep, you're right. They got to digest it as well. We got to as well. Okay? So emotions are at an all-time high. So you must end all that puts energy in the overdrive. A lot of the root experience entails events, old documents, in a secret society, beyond us will be shown. A lot of shit is gonna be shown next year. There also are. I'm moving too fast. Let me not move too fast. Emotional flooding internally and externally will be taking its course next year as well. Okay. If you not have already stepped into that, okay. We talked about self-discipline in all aspects, dealing with self. Okay. So when I was talking about how these secret society and things beyond us will be shown, there is a fake, illusionary, imaginary, invasion that would take its course. They already started with the 3I, Atlas. That was a test. Okay? Now, with this fake invasion, it will be real to many people. Yeah, because a lot of people still believe in aliens. Okay? From the level of understanding that they are on. And that's nothing wrong with that. Okay? It's just where they are. But there will be a fake invasion, but it will be real to many, which is a construct. Now listen to what I'm saying. So you will be aware to when this shit transpired, because that also goes back to my dream that I talked about last year about the fucking skies. Okay? So this fake invasion will be real to many, which is a construct to build a new program. A new program of mind control. Anytime they're willing in a new program, okay, or a new way, or a new shift, they use an invasion to will your ass in. Okay? They're not only invading, because we think an invasion dealing with aliens. Yeah. They're invading your intelligence, which will be symbolic to the alien. They're invading, okay, your mental, okay? They're going to be invading your reality, okay? So there will be a fake invasion. They've already started it with the 3I Atlas, trying to put it out to the public as they don't know if it's extraterrestrial, or they don't know if it's a comet, they don't know if it's a supernova. They didn't know what it was, right? So they're putting all of these allegations of what it could be, right, into the air. And whoever picks it up, right? So this fake invasion, okay, it's going to be real to many, though. But I just want you to know it's just a construct, okay? Because this is how constructs are built, right? So it is a construct to build a new program that deals with mind control, MK Ultra, all of that shit. Okay? So there will be a fake invasion. All right? Like I said, they have already tested this theory with the drones. Y'all remember all them goddamn drones popping up everywhere? Okay? Invasion of spiritual warfare or war, a physical war. Okay? So they've already tested this with the theory with the drones. Y'all remember that China white balloon? Okay? That was in the sea. And people was like, oh, this got to be an alien type of shit. Okay? Probably going to be hologram. Well, this is all hologram. Okay? It's holographic. This whole existence is. So it's definitely going to be a hologram. Okay? You was introduced to the holograms when your ass went to the Peace Center. Not Peace Center. But went to the Science Center. To the planetarium. And was looking at the stars and the constellations of the stars and shit that they was showing you at the planetarium when you went to a field trip. Okay? That's all holographic images. So they're already, okay, been putting the shit in play. A lot of people don't want to listen to that. I don't give a fuck. Okay? But they've already tested you with the drones of China, the white balloon, and all of that shit to see how you're going to react. Okay? How the massive consciousness is going to react to this. It's all dealing with intelligence. Okay? It's all dealing with the intelligence that's going to be from 2027 and beyond. Okay? Now, the real invasion will be in the waters. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. So while you looking up at the motherfucking skies, thinking that it's coming from there and it's coming from here in the skies, the real invasion is taking place in the waters. Okay? And not only is it taking place in the waters, it is taking place in the internal waters within yourself. This invasion is taking its course. It's a part of the design, y'all. It's all part of the design. Okay, Avatar, Way of the Water. Okay, the real invasion. Okay? Okay? So that real invasion will be in the waters and the internal waters within all. Your frequency level will either shield you from the truth or allow your awareness to see the truth. Or should I say stage? Okay? Okay? Now, with all of this invasion shit taking place, and the 3-Eye Atlas, and this alien talk, which is all talking about hyping up the intelligent energy, the intel self, higher frequencies, okay? Higher realms within yourself, okay? With all of this information coming out, information that's coming out, all of a sudden, there's small talk about this Men in Black surfacing again. Now, I don't know if y'all ever heard of the Men in Black, and I'm not talking about the movie, because the people I'm talking about, the movie actually is pretty much a documentary of the Men in Black, the true Men in Black, right? So, with all of this transpiring, the Men in Black surface, okay? It's a reason, okay? Now, if you've ever heard about the Men in Black, they're supposed to be time travelers, okay? And I would say to a certain degree, that they are. But to completely be honest, they are part of the invasion stage events. Anytime we are shifting into greater heights or into an intelligence, okay, a level of intelligence, the frequency is off the market, like it's off the chain, okay? Our energy has shifted into an internal change of way of living, okay? Which they will say, which is history, okay? Those momentum moments of history, okay? I heard they were otherworldly beings, right? Time travelers, right? But they are a part of the invasion stage events. So anytime you see them from here on out, anytime you see them from here on out, when they talking about the men in black, all right, they might call them, like I said, time travelers. Anytime you hear them, especially in this year, because you ain't heard of them in years. I think the last time I heard about the men in black, I might have been in my 20s, might have been in my teens, late teens. But it's been a fucking minute. Okay? Shit, it might have been around 2020. Y2K. I mean, not 2020. 2000. Y2K. Okay? But anytime you hear about them resurfacing, just know, okay, that it's a stage invasion taking place that's going to shift us into a different space, a different world, a different time zone, a different loop. Okay? So when I was, we talking about this 2026, and like I said, we just 1 year away from 2027, y'all. Okay? Your tribulations, okay? Your tribulations. I can't get this to stay lit. Your tribulations will be trials to your awareness, and even more will, and even more. So will you fold during this time? Okay? Your tribulations will be your trials this year in 2026, okay? So when it comes in 2027, all right, will you fold? I mean, we in 2027, we in some whole new level of like Ready Player One type shit, some maze runner type shit, anything with the government, what they call it, martial lawing in a sense, because we finna go through that shit. All right, we're definitely gonna go through the construct of martial law. We're definitely finna have, we're in the midst of this World War III, right? So that would be civilian against the government. That's going back to one, okay? There's going to be so much chaos this year, to the point that the ones that's like us is not going to want to be here. But we have, I don't want to even say purpose, but a part in this shift, okay? And that's a reason why we're here front and center, okay? While we're thinking that the massive energy is projecting us, okay, into this new shift or this new diagram or paragram, right, of existence, it's us, it's you. Okay? Of course, there will be new laws. Of course, it's always new laws every year. But a lot of these laws that's going to come out is going to affect the way you live. Okay, next year. Be ready. Okay? Are you going to walk through the fire with ease? Or are you going to burn the fuck up? Okay? We're getting back to square one. We're dealing back to that oneness. Okay? When it deals with self. It ain't about nobody the fuck else. It's all about the origin of you. Alright? 2026 is about you. See, I'm a year ahead of this shit, I feel. Because I've already stepped into that time zone in the summer. Okay? And also displaying the energy, also going through the energy of getting rid of, not even so far much as getting rid of, but boundaries, okay? Barbed wires, okay? Security is heavy on my end, okay? To the point I don't have to resign to shit in this motherfucker, especially family, okay? Friends either. You gonna see them motherfuckers for who they really is. And it's up to self. Okay? Remember, choice, decision, awareness. It's up to self. What you're going to do. Alright? Because when 2027 kicked the fuck in, not only is 2026 about one source, you, right? Strictly you. Focus on you. When you get to 2027, it's coming with the two. You're not going to have no time, no strength, no energy to want to fight nobody the fuck else. Because the fight is going to be draining when it deals with you. It will be self versus self. And with self versus self, we have to bring in a balance, okay? Before we can fluctuate in 2028 and 2029. Okay? This is systematic energy, information, intelligence, and what's taking place. Let's strip away all this physical shit. And let's talk energy. Okay? Let's remove all the physical shit and let's talk energy. One. Okay? Plus one equals what? Two, right? But then when you add another factor of your oneness, it goes into three. All right? That means you're supposed to be already in alignment when that three takes its course. Okay? However you see it fit, whether it's mind, body, and soul, or Father, Son, and Holy Ghost, however you see fit. Okay? This is divine systematic information. Okay? The government, the false government, is going to be coming for those weak minds, baby. Okay? It's going to be coming for those minds who are weak. A lot of y'all who are already in control of your emotions, in control of your mentality, I'm here to tell you, great things are transpiring in your journey in 2026. Okay? That's because you've already been releasing a lot of this old shit, if not all of it. So you have room for new thoughts, new experiences, an upgrade, okay? The things you've already put in motion, okay? To be attracted to oneself. It will take effect next year. Now, the ones who have put into motion negative shit, which is low vibrational, physical mindset bullshit, that will take place too next year. That will be your hell. I'm hearing something about Obama. It's crazy because when I'm hearing Obama, I'm hearing this song, y'all. Yeah, I remember this song. Wanna be a baller, shot caller, 20-inch rims. Is it 20-inch rims? Y'all know what I'm getting to, right? Wanna be a baller, 20 shot. Wanna be a baller, shot caller, 20-inch. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I'm hearing this shit with a Obama name, okay? So those who, I know, right? On the Impala, okay. I was trying to figure that shit out. So those who really, worship Obama, those who really, I guess, and what I'm feeling, worship, adore him so much because he's relatable to the tone of my skin. Y'all got a rude awakening, okay? Y'all will have a rude awakening with Obama. He's going to be put out there. For what I'm seeing, he gonna be put out there. A lot of the things that he's put in stepping stone that has to deal with the transitioning that we're going through into the new journey. Yeah, a lot of those things have to be corrected. A lot of those things have to make sense. So he would definitely be on the chopping block in 2026. Also in 2026, I mean, calm down because I was hearing two things at once. 'The stage definitely is going to be lit for all to see, but that's not what I was trying to get to. Okay, y'all gonna bring that back up. I need to bring that back up. 2026 is going to be dry as fuck. So be stingy with your water. And the way energy is showing me this water is preferences as your energy, your time, your space. It's going to be very dry out here. People are going to be very thirsty. Instead of taking their ass to the water to get something to drink, they want to, ooh, stop fucking with my live now. Oh, it won't come back. Okay, I'm just gonna kind of talk my way through it, and maybe it'll pull back because it was something in the midst with me talking about Obama that was also popping up, but I cannot obtain it back. America will America will experience great vengeance from from multiple sources across the world. If you're not seeing right now, you're completely blind. Earth has shifted tremendously. Nights will become days. And there is a shorter time frame into these nights into days, days into nights. I just heard the year of 2026, the year of the eater. Everything that was revealed in 2025 is now in 2026. We need to unseal to the real things, the real aspects, which will be the origin, going back directly to self. And when I talk about self, I talk about not only dealing with you personally, but the cell of one's existence, all existence. Manufactured into in a lab of emotions, manufactured in a lab of motion. This system will be tested. Is it the end for most people? Yes. New life, new journey for us. What? Okay, go ahead. Uh huh. He was on the top five.
Mommy. Mommy.
He said there was going to be a ride awakening. What?
Are you gonna make the cookies?
Oh, it is Christmas Eve, ain't it? Yeah.
If
You said there was going to be a wide awakening.
you gonna make
Definitely, it's a massive awakening taking place.
the cookies?
Yes, I will. Second.
Can I help you?
Mm-hmm.
Yay.
It's definitely about the water this year. As well, sis. It's definitely about this water. It's definitely a massive awakening taking shift right now. A lot of people are definitely tapped in. Not even gonna fucking lie. This was actually taking place sooner than they thought. Sooner than they thought. Okay. They wasn't expecting this transformation to be this fast. Yeah, nights will become days. That reminds me of the Dark City when he asked when was the last time the sun was out. Our existence would be tested even more in 2026, even walking into 2027. So the thirsty is mainly people being needy of our energy. That's true. Those people who are needing you solely depend on you for any aspect in their journey, whether it's needing you for uplifting, healing, insight, things of those nature. People who just pull and tug on your energy to make themselves feel better, to drain you solely. These are people of thirst, and they're still operating in this frequency of the old world. But when it comes tapped into this new world, we will not see that because solely everybody is solely dependent on oneself. And connection will be a big thing. It's who we divinely want to be connected to. It is not a planned decision. It will actually become the choice. I keep hearing life will be tested, y'all. Majorly in 2026. And I feel like with this life being tested, it goes all the way back to that invasion that they're staging to take its course to gain mind control over the masses, to create chaos, confusion, a civilization war, a civil war, because we're already tapped into the World War III tactic, right? So they're going to use this fuel, yeah, to take us to this pearly white gates of the new adventure, the new journey of self, a new world, a new way of thinking. The new Bible is in play as well. That old God that people worship, Jesus and all of that. You won't be worshiping him in this new world. A lot of people have already started worshiping the new Jesus in the sense of God. Um, with a new Jesus because it deals with your consciousness. Um, and in this new world, the new Jesus is technology. Yeah, I would become your new God. Your new Jesus in a sense. I'm sorry. there will be some type of event, a conflict on the waters in 2026. I don't know if this deals with civilians or the army or different continents. But there I'm seeing some type of chaotic event taking place on the waters. And that pretty much, I feel like in my gut feeling that has everything to do with that invasion um, that is taking place in the water, not the fake invasion in the sky. Right. People, yeah. I go off of that a lot. People do need things to believe in. And I've came to that understanding as well. When you walk on this journey, been walking on this journey for a while, of course you come out as we become trolls to the Christians, right, or to the ones who still thumping the Bible. In the church, we become trolls to them. But then you walk farther down in this journey, and you realize it really don't matter what you believe in, because belief is what's just going to get you through. It's going to take you to a certain degree or frequency in your journey, okay? Whether it's a greater version or whether it is a hindering spirit within a sense. So, whatever you need, if you need to believe that the aliens are coming to save you, believe it. But I'm here to tell you, it would only get you so far, okay? Because once that doesn't resonate and it doesn't take place, what are you going to believe in? Right? You're going to have to go back to the source of self. All your beliefs should be within you. It should be towards you. Um, that would definitely be tested heavily next year as well too. Not only will your faith be tested, but your belief, like I said, will be tested. Okay? Things which you internally believe within yourself, things that you have obtained, okay, within the system of yourself. All right? Which you have created a belief, okay, and an outward motion. All right? So all of those things will be tested in 2026. I don't even have to talk about these panhandlers. It's that was our role models growing up that's being exposed. It's a reason why the XFiles are being exposed the way they are. They're old programs, old documentations, old events, experiences that have to be destroyed. No, belief isn't knowledge. It's not knowledge. Belief is your design. All right? Belief is your design. Okay? Soulfully, you're designed to the point that everything that you sweat, bleed, cry, put into the energy, into that motion, is the belief, all right? Or the design to your beliefs. Okay? It's not knowledge. It's pretty much what you carry. All right? It will be tested. A lot more people are gonna think that they have went against the grain of the devil, because the stage that's gonna take place in the sky is gonna fuck a lot of people up. All right, it's gonna fuck a lot of people up that's on a journey dealing with pertaining to self. And with this invasion, y'all, this fake invasion, they will start surfacing videos if they haven't already. But it would probably be more and more. I'm feeling like it's more and more of videos we probably have not seen that they're going to project as other life outside of you. But I'm here to tell you there's no other life outside of you. There's only replicas of self, okay, outside of the self. So this year, solely in 2026, your main focus should be about, your main focus should be set at one, okay? And I ain't mean going back, because we already done went back. So we're moving forward, okay? And it's going to be set at one, new level, okay? Like I said, it's a new level, bitch. Get with the program, okay? Yes, they do need to learn what the sky really is. They do need to know that. Mm-hmm. I understand the constellations of self. Trump, there's a stage with him on it again. It will be a diversion to what they tried the first time of trying to eliminate Trump. But we know what Trump really is. If you know what Trump really is, you know it's not the image. We're not going off of the image. We're going off of the divine motion, that energy of what the Trump is. Okay? It would actually be in another role, particular the same role, so it would be tried again. And at this time, 3 times will be a charm. Okay? It will be the third time to our knowing. And it will not take effect that time. But in due time it will. When I was talking about the 2027 and I'm talking about the technology, that technology is here to destroy humanity. It is here, and when I mean destroy humanity, the natural course of things, all right, that we have been in tune with for many centuries, okay, will be no longer here or there. So technology is stepping in, and it's going to take a lot of things that you have endured in your journey. Jobs, in the sense it's already starting. Medical, hospitals, in your homes. Okay, a lot of this has already been in trials. Okay, dealing with cars, the homes, all of that shit. Technology will rule. All right? But if you're someone like me, all right, technology will only be a tool for you. Okay? It will not rule you. Okay? You will not be confined to technology as well, as most people will be. You will still do a lot of the origin or the original uh, natural currencies, right? That technology cannot tap into. It's crazy. I'm looking at my laptop and it's called Intel. And Intel is inside. Ain't that confirmation? Thank you. All right. So your that technology, you will transform it. Your transformation will be a connection within itself. Whereas most people, it's their new guide. As much as we put martial law into effect, manifestation as I speak, talking about it over and over, and it's happening, it's gonna happen, and it's gonna happen, martial law, martial law, martial law. It is definitely happening. Can you converse? Can you still motion and be in control of your motion through the martial law? All of these is going to take place in one. And when I mean all of this is going to take place in one, it's because a lot of this is the working point, the ignitement, like I said, or the fire, the spark to, or the big bang to what starts in 2027 on up to 2029. Okay? And I'm not going to talk no more when it gets up to 2029 because I might not be even on this internet talking to y'all. And I'm not talking about I won't be here. I'm talking about this shit won't be here. Okay? So everything that I'm giving you, everything that we're diving into, we're diving ahead of we're ahead of the game. So when this shit does take its course and everything fall completely because the veil is gone, the only thing left is the net. Alright? Okay, you got the keys. For sure. Start unlocking them doors. Okay? The only thing is the net. Alright? The veil is spiritual, the net is physical. Alright? I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna get off of here. I've had multiple dreams, multiple visions. I don't know if y'all ever have, but I've had multiple dreams, multiple visions of living underground. Okay? Might not be a physical aspect. Very much well can be a spiritual thing within self. Okay? I've had multiple dreams where I've lived underground. And above ground, okay, is machines. All right. Above ground, not only is it machines, it's the army, it's the martial law, it's the physical aspect. Yes, like the Matrix. All right. The zombies. I've had dreams with zombies, and we are living in underground, or higher ground in a sense. But even in higher ground, it doesn't even last long. We end up still having to go underground. So, okay, living in the underground, okay? Living in the underground. Zion, okay? Matrix, okay? I've had multiple dreams. All right. Not only is these dreams um, taking place like underground, of course, but these dreams are not in tune with humanity. Yep, he just called me. These dreams are not in tune with humanity. A lot of the times when I have these dreams, my family is there, okay? And the urgency of me of questioning or knowing what is going to transpire, what do we need to do. A lot of your people are already probably starting to come to you and ask you, what do I need to do? What is going on? All right? It's a part of your purpose. You are a part of the forefront. You are part of the shift. You're a part of this intelligence. You're a part of why we're moving the way we're moving, the way the energy is shifting, the way we're moving. You're a part of building the new world. A lot of y'all have already built this new world way before. Okay? Way before today. You might have started in 2020. You might have started in 2019, 2018. And in your mind, you was traveling and you was built in different spaces. All right? The forefront. Okay? You have already been the push of this design of what we need. So a lot of the times in my visions, I see my family. And my family like, what are we going to do? What do we, what we need to do? So you're going to be put in positions where um, when while change is transpiring, there will be many people that will come to you, especially your family. When the shit actually starts to hit the fan in 2026, your people will start to believe and understand the shit that you've been saying for years and decades, or just years like me. Well, I could say decades. They will also start to, question reality as well. And you are part of that design to give them the wisdom. You said, oh, Zion just called you. Oh, it all lines up. All lines up. But yeah, if you haven't already had a dream of that, I have. And I know that this is all a part of the design and divine energy motioning us into a different atmosphere, a different plane, a different earth, as they would say. Stop. A different world. Okay? Because the old world would be dusty. It will be buried. And you will be a witness to all of this. I don't know why I'm hearing Keisha Cole, but whatever it is with you, Keisha, it will take its course and it will be revealed to you. Stop, mama. Definitely shedding skin. Just as we was talking about the snakes earlier. But yeah. If you've already, if you have already dreamed of or had visions of living, I got hiccups, y'all. Living underground. Mama, move. Move. Underground. Go that way. Pay attention to the details of what you have. Y'all. Pay attention to the details of what you have vision. Because it is spinning into 2026. If you have seen yourself at the top of the mountain, while others at the bottom are part of the depth of the valley, or the valley of death, it's completely time for you. Get out my bed. It is completely time. It is time. For the connection of your intel within yourself. And getting back to one. If you do not get back to one right now, you will continue to carry out somebody else's or multiple perspectives of trauma. Distractions. Chaotic energy. Even though this is the year of the red horse and this untamed energy, by you even recognizing it, you will have full control over it. All right? Peace will be still in this journey in 2026. And it's not far-fetched when it comes to the 10, when it comes to 1. And I think I'm going to elaborate a little bit more of that, the peace be still verse. But it is definitely full effect for 2026. Your path, your lane, your journey, your experiences, your breath. Your source, because you are the source, will all be tested in the year of the 10. Biblically, physically, governmentally, I don't know, governmentally is not a word, but government, family.
Whoa. Going down the hill. Whoa.
Just like baby girl just said, going down the hill. It's scary at times. But you're going to have to go down that motherfucker with joy, with awareness, with happiness. No fear in sight.
White.
And this time of year also, dig deep.
Girl, what? Mama, do you see what she's doing?
Yes, I do. She need to get out of my bed. Dig deep in what fear really is. Right? Yes, living in the mountains.
Yeah, you have to live in the mountains.
Dig deep on what fear really is. I'm going to be posting 2 things later on tonight on my page. And like I said, one will be dealing with the not fear. Shit, I'm going to have to replay this to even to see what I just said. But the 7 levels of consciousness.
Come in.
Or the 7 aspects of God. I can't even remember what I just said. It's alright, I can replay it. But I will be posting a lot about that too. But yeah, y'all. Be true to yourself in 2026. Get those boundaries in firm motion. Alright. Stand 10 toes on them.
Like in the picture.
Reflect, 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 reflect.
In the mirror.
Because we are no longer recognizing what the threat is. It's time to reflect, 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 reflect. Okay? So you can begin to release in 2026.
What is video?
And be aware of the changes within the physical government, within the design. Because it also will be a part of your script. It's also a part of the stage, of course. But be in tune strictly with yourself. Yeah, the demonstration of what she doing in the background is what you're going to be like. Okay? You're going to be jumping for joy. You're going to be playing. You're going to be having a great time. And energy is going to be draining as fuck, but you still going to have to have a great life. But yeah, I'm going to get up off this thing. I do got to go wrap these presents. I still got to be freaky. It's Christmas, okay? It is Christmas. The XFiles. Christmas. I will be back. Of course, there will be more to be spilled within the year that's year of the 1, the year of the 10. And as it gradually comes out, y'all, I will drop it. But until then, I will talk to y'all on the next one. And as always,
Merry Christmas, please.
to say Merry Christmas, y'all.
Oh.
My child was doing all that all day. Right, okay? It's the X, man. It's the 10. It's the energy. It's the Christmas, the Christ, the consciousness of all energy. Oh, before I got off here, y'all, I did want to say this.
Merry Christmas.
Not only Merry Christmas. For those who are still battling
What? Fighting?
No, information with the holidays,
For Christmas.
particularly Christmas. I need you to dive deep.
Yep, you have to.
Need you to dive deep, right?
Yep.
Need you to dive deep in it. Understand what pagan really is. Because a lot of people be just throwing out words, don't even know what the fuck they talking about. But understand what pagan is and understand what Christ deals with.
Why?
Okay? And the reason why people who are aware fuck awaken. Okay? I'm past being woke. All right? But people who are aware understand.
They sound
Okay? Or
good.
understand
They
what it truly is. And why we still celebrate it. Because at the end of the day, stop. At the end of the don't do that. Okay, thank you. At the end of the day, you're still celebrating
Christmas.
not only Christmas,
Holidays.
not only the holidays, but your Christ self. Right?
Haha, yeah.
I need y'all to get with the blueprint.
They good sound.
Alright?
They
But as always, like I said, love, peace, and oneness. I will talk to y'all in the next one. Merry Christmas again. I will talk to y'all in the next one.
Peace.
Peace out.
Peace. Bye. Have a good day, Christmas. Bye.